Welcome back to the Try You channel.
Yeah, well, we don't really give a shit about what you had as an afternoon snack. Because it's evening time, and this evening time is Bucky's time.
That's Bucky.
I am Bucky, and that's Ronnie.
Ronnie, you can call me Rob.
Call him Rob.
For short.
To. Yeah.
I'd like to tell you guys to get on to Try You. Follow Bucky and Rob. Ron and Bucky.
We're on there.
It's worth your time.
It is. It's worth an evening.
At least an evening.
Yeah.
An evening with Ron and Bucky?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll be coming to a town near you soon enough.
That's right.
What we're going to talk about today, Bucky, the ball's pretty much in your court. The bell of the ball, Bucky. Ball's in your court.
Okay.
We're going to talk about the top five. We did the bottom five of your list.
Yes.
And,
we did do the bottom last week.
Well, we did the bottom.
Yes, and now we're being
around
tops.
the tops. Yeah. We power bottoms last week.
That's right. Now we're
getting right on top.
Yes, we are.
I can't wait.
Me neither. It's going to be a very good time.
Wait
till we reach the
climax. The spoiler, I've only seen one of these, and it's been a long time ago. Although I did watch a little bit of Us back, and I was drinking at the time, and that wasn't a good...
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Well, there's a reason. It's a movie. You can watch it again when you're not drunk.
No, I was drinking 7 Up. I was drinking 7 Up.
Oh.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Such a kidding. Why you do this to me?
I don't know, but we should mention my Ronnie.
Yeah, you're
three-quarter Ronnie.
Yeah.
I promise I'll be back with a full Ronnie.
You promise?
Our camera person, Stefan, is really upset about my Ronnie.
Well, because it's not conditioned.
Yeah. I'll condition this son of a bitch.
You will.
All right. Well, I'll be back with a Ronnie, but before that, we'll get to your...
Sure.
And I have to say, I've told you before, I'm pretty impressed with this list. It's got me wanting to, and that's the purpose of this site, is you get on there, you see somebody that you respect there. If you would have had, if it would have been Fast and Furious and Avatar and stuff, I probably said, I would have respected you, maybe, quite a bit less. But I wouldn't, when you post other stuff, I'd say it's probably not much of no reason for me to watch it.
Sure.
But see, you post these and they're interesting, so anything you post now, I'm going to, have a natural interest in. Or an unnatural interest in.
Or a natural one.
Or an unnatural
Either way. Pick whichever
I don't care. I challenge you to a fucking duel, Bucky.
Well, I've got the white glove right here, Ronnie.
Oh, yeah,
make it happen. That was for our Bridgerton episode. We are still...
The camera person, I didn't show it good enough in the last video, but watch this.
Put it on your hand.
Let's see if I can hold it through the rest of the video.
I think that's a good challenge.
Yeah, I don't think I can do it.
Oh, that's okay.
It looks like a condom a bit.
Whose condom?
My condom.
The 5-headed penis? That reminds me of a joke. What did the man with 5 penises say?
I know.
His pants fit like a glove.
Boom!
Whoa! Came out. I'm coming hot.
Gold, man.
I came in hot, didn't I?
Yeah. The office ain't got shit on you.
Man.
So we are discussing the other 5 to my top 10. Why are you yawning?
I'm not laughing.
We're boring our camera.
I'm trying not to laugh.
Oh, look at her. She's lying to
us.
Entonces. So we discussed the bottom. We were power bottoms last week. Now we're tops this week. So the top 5 that I've got, not in any particular order.
It's from 5 to 1.
We're going from 5 to 1. But, just because my number 1 doesn't mean that it's number 1. It's just one of the ones. So I've got The Endless, Before I Wake, Queen and Slim, Us, and the movie Closer. So, The Endless, in my interpretation, is an adaptation of either purgatory or hell, more so purgatory. And it's actually one of 2 films that involves these time loops that are spread across a landscape.
Oh, is this kind of like a sequel, you said? Is that correct?
So, yeah. Well, actually, this is more so a prequel to another movie called The Resolution. So, in The Resolution, it's more so focused on... It's not like a bottle episode or a bottle episode type movie, but it does focus on 2 main characters. This one it still focuses on 2 characters, but in a more broad sense, and it somehow brings it back to the first film, The Resolution, by kind of having a segment of that movie within the movie. So
I've noticed a really dark theme in your movies.
I do like edgier films. I am a horror fan. Horror, whatever you want to call it. But I like clever horror
No,
films.
they're hard to come by.
They are very
Yeah.
hard to come by. Hand jobs. So
Ah!
anyway, when so the movie Endless, I thought was, like I
You
said,
didn't
it's-
give room for the applause, but
oh, I'm sorry. What did I say? Hard to come by. Hand job.
now we're gonna pause for the little special effects,
Yeah.
and we'll cut to somebody just jerking off a horse or
Feverishly.
something. Feverishly, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. So, the Endless is I like the character arcs, the character developments throughout the story. Also the different landscapes and the different, as the movie progresses, you see exactly how wide or narrow some of these occurrences can be. And so, of course, there's a lesson learned at the end of the story. But I found it unique in that aspect, so that's why I put that on my list.
I'm gonna put actually most of these on my shelf. So we do have a feature. I've talked about it before. You just push this on the shelf button and it'll be stored for you. So if you need to, I constantly forget.
Yeah.
My mantra.
Yes.
I'm always forgetting that, and then
Okay.
sometimes I forget what movie I'd like to watch.
Mhm.
And so yeah, it's right here, so I can pull it up. So yeah, next time I'm looking for a movie, it'll be right at my fingertips.
Yeah. So it's almost like a watch later kind of thing.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, and it's one of those movies that moves pretty slow but steady. So, you
Like our
may-
videos of late,
Absolutely.
pretty slow,
Yeah, but steady.
steady.
Yeah. So, hand
Tom
job.
says.
Before I Wake, essentially is
Right.
about a kid who is able to bring dreams to life.
And this is darker too, I assume, right?
It has
A
a dark
horror
element.
element?
Well, there's a horror element to that as well.
Yeah, it looks like this director's kind of into that. Did he do Doctor Sleep?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I've read the book and I haven't seen that film. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's
I'd
another
like to
good one.
finish. Yeah.
And there seems to be a theme around children with gifts. In that
Oh yeah,
whole
okay,
aspect.
yeah.
So,
That's definitely like the main thing
Mhm.
of the book, Doctor
Yeah.
Sleep.
And so this child has a gift of, as I said, just kind of realizing dreams and kind of manifesting them in that aspect. And so the interesting point that sold me was, okay, when you're regularly sleeping, you're able to, dream certain vivid things, but nothing too crazy. And what happens is that this couple has experienced a tragedy before they have acquired this child. And they try to force him to dream up, I guess, turn back time or to bring back what they lost. And
Okay.
so as they keep trying to make that happen, you understand how that can kind of fuck up what ends up happening. And so a lot of weird stuff starts manifesting. They run into a whole bunch of bad situations because, again, they're manipulating the way that he's dreaming. And then also there is another manifestation of or personification of a certain disease and how that can be seen through a child's eyes as well. So there's two concurrent themes going and two concurrent plots that's happening at the same time. And at the end, they kind of converge and you understand why the child dreams the way that he does, why he's seeing this villain as he's seeing it. And so I thought that was kind of another clever, unique way for them to kind of tell the story.
Is it pretty abstract, non-linear?
No, it's pretty linear.
Is it? Okay.
But the different elements that kind of come in and contribute can be a little confusing, but they tie it in together pretty well.
All right.
Yeah, so there was that. Queen and Slim. It's
Queen and
more
Slim.
so a cultural film about what happens when two black people who get stopped by a police officer and they are pretty much being treated unfairly when they happen to take a stand. What happens beyond that? And so the plot goes across, of course, it crosses cultural bounds of, right and wrong ethics and morals and things like that. And of course, how people view that occurrence on both sides. And also how that can compromise otherwise moral people and vice versa. And I mean, again, that's another one that has a pretty surface theme, but there's other cultural undertones
Looks
in
like
that
it's
regard.
that lady's debut as a director for a feature film.
Yeah.
So it must have been a pretty auspicious
Yeah.
start, right?
Yep. And so in that regard, she's done some other TV shows.
I saw a Beyonce video.
Mhm.
Or Lemonade. Is that a video? Oh, that's the camera person.
It's an experience.
Yeah.
It's an experience.
It's like a video.
Like the Jimi Hendrix
It's
experience?
like a visual album.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so there's, you
Jack
have that
White
going
might be on that, actually.
Yeah.
Jack
he
White
was
did a
on,
song with Beyonce. It's pretty interesting.
called Don't Hurt Yourself. Yeah.
Okay.
One of those tracks. So she definitely rocked that one.
That's where we could really bring in the hand job. Don't hurt yourself.
Absolutely.
Well, if you know somebody's going and somebody's been real quick, like if you see anybody walking fast with their hands in their pockets, that's what they're doing.
You say, hey,
Don't hurt yourself with
there
that
you go,
hand job.
exactly. Chafing occurs.
Sir.
Sir.
Ma'am. If you switch it up, sir, ma'am, sir. Don't hurt yourself with that hand job.
Yeah, exactly.
So
that's
cue the
excellent.
applause.
Sure. Yeah. Good job, Ronnie.
Thank you.
All right. So, Us, a Jordan Peele film about a family who meets themselves, but another version of themselves.
I liked his first one.
Yeah, Get Out.
Really well.
Oh, yeah.
So do you like this one better?
I do.
Or on better? Okay.
I have, because this one there's a lot of interpretations that you can have as far as who was what their role was. Of course, you have the surface theme from beginning to end about the twist and whatnot, but there's other subtle twists that you can kind of make your own theories about. So, my crazy brain kind of enjoyed this because there's a few theories I have about that, aside from the obvious.
Okay.
And then I have the movie Closer.
That's one I haven't seen in so long. I don't remember anything about it.
Yeah, so this is essentially about four strangers who happen to, I guess, cross paths due to really unfortunate circumstances. One being a very erotic chat, others because she got hit by a car, and the other one took her to, a hospital. And so as the movie goes along, you understand, or maybe you don't even understand, the intricacies of their personalities and their relationships and how they kind of interchange and the attraction switches, and they're back and forth about, what to do with their lives and their love lives and, where they belong and that whole thing. So
Mike Nichols is a pretty heavyweight director. You
Yeah.
go through his list.
and this
And
one
Graduate,
just goes
yeah.
back, flips back and forth and flips back and forth. And it's one of those where you really have to pay attention to the dialogue. Otherwise,
talky.
yeah, it's very talky.
Yeah.
Very talky. And you have to pay attention to the body language and the subtleties, whatnot.
I don't generally watch films after when they added sound.
Really?
I'm a purist.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay, silent films, huh?
I'm a purist.
Well, you can hit mute and then you'll know everything.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
You'll
never
get
thought about
closer.
the mute button.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually I just cover my ears and la 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 la.
Yeah, you don't have to
That's
do it for
popular
that
at the
one.
theater. If we ran out of theater, you guys are going to get an experience.
Oh.
Like the
I like
Beyonce
experiences.
video.
Like the
Beyonce Lemonade.
Like Lemonade, yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, that's I like the artistic aspect of it. The like I said, these they acted their asses off in this one. So this was one where a lot of camera tricks weren't used.
It seems like Mike Nichols, just from the little knowing of, I think he kind of gives them a lot of room, right? The actors in his films, and lets them kind of do a lot of the work and gives them space to probably explore the characters and stuff.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah, because they definitely do that, and you can definitely tell that a lot of their on-screen chemistry was not rehearsed. Some of it, they just kind of let them go, and you're just like, oh shit, like this was really, a moment, as opposed to no, do it this way.
Yeah, it really makes me want to see that.
Yeah.
So, you say there wasn't a real order to this, but I mean, you must really like that movie to put it at number one, right?
This was the first movie that I saw that actually got me interested in doing photography.
Because that would make it really close to,
Yeah. So Julia Roberts plays a photographer in that movie, and I was trying out photography at the same time, and then that just kind of was like, oh, that's a different aspect of portraiture. And so from that influence, I started, doing portraits as well, black and whites, experimenting with strangers, friends, family, things like that. And so that has always had a very soft spot, or it held a sentimental value for me. So
It's in that movie. Julia Roberts won't let Richard Gere kiss her on the mouth.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember,
We'll go with that
I
one.
remember that part.
But it's a silent kiss.
Ah,
Yeah.
a silent kiss.
Yeah.
She won't get kissed on the mouth, but she'll give a hand job.
There you go.
Another one.
Yeah.
Another one. We're on fire with these.
We are.
You know,
Absolutely.
I want to ask you this.
Sure.
I haven't seen many movies on your top 10 list. Now, for mine,
Sure.
have you seen most? Have you seen most of these?
I've seen V for Vendetta.
Okay.
I've seen Oh Brother Where Art Thou, Boogie Nights.
Yeah.
I've seen Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, Pulp Fiction, Clockwork Orange. Yeah, so I've
you've
seen most of
them.
yours. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I've shown you mine. Now you're
No,
showing me
I'm
yours.
showing you. I'm showing you mine.
Yeah.
Mine's smaller. It
No,
feels
it's
like.
not.
I know that it's 10, but it just
Yes,
feels
but
a
it's
lot
very-
smaller.
But it's very girthy, you know.
Uh-huh.
So there's a lot of material.
This is the whitest top 10 list you've ever seen, or whitest.
There's some.
Yeah, it's not real diverse, I guess. When I'm looking at
I mean,
it.
but you know, again, but you have a lot of movies there, so you can. That's the whole point of the custom list that you. have.
Yeah, you're right. Way to bring it in. Yeah, we do. You can make a top 10 list of anything. It doesn't even have to be 10. You can make a custom list about anything. I've got several going.
Mm-hmm.
You change your top 10 list, and you're welcome to do that too. I mean, it's personal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so another good way that, because I'm always interested in what other people's interpretations are and what their favorite movies may be. So if you, because I always do a deep dive, that's just the way that I am. So if any of the viewers out there want me to take a look and, share their perspective and want me to kind of, bounce that idea off of them, go to tryu.com, create your own list. You
Bucky
can
for hire.
Not quite.
Okay.
Consult. They can consult me.
Bucky for
and we can have a
consulting.
conversation. So
Rent a Bucky.
yes, exactly. But if you would like to rent a Bucky or even rent a Ronnie,
Rent a ride. Have your way.
there you go. Right,
I'm
whatever you
cheap.
want to do. He is very
I'm
cheap,
cheap.
to the tune of free, which it is free to join. Try you.
I actually might pay you to rent. So if somebody's renting me and using me and I pay them,
that puts you in the red. Speaking of,
we're
red,
gonna get deep into the red if anybody wants.
but no, the best way to contact us and let us know your top 10 list is to hit the like button, subscribe to the Try You channel on YouTube, comment, let us know what you think, what you
See if
want
the
us
cameraman
to
can edit this to see that I had this glove up the
put that
whole
glove
time.
down. Oh,
All right.
It's reminding me of a condom now. It's making me extremely
That reminds me of a joke.
Randy. What?
No, but no, I mean, a joke.
Oh, just a joke.
It just reminds me of a joke.
I see.
All right, bye.
All right, see you later, guys.